Hi folks, welcome back to The Addicted Bookworm. It is currently 9:34 at night. I got a little bit under an hour and a half before I head off to bed, and I am going to say something. I did not think I would get another book finished, but it's not, the file's not finished. The file will not reread until I finish the 14th book. And this is, so let's see here. This is, hold on a second here. Okay, so this is a complete collection, so Wedding Cake Wipeout. So Wedding Cake Wipeout is the first book in this series, and I actually had to change my case here because somehow it was making my. I'm guessing this case is done, but yeah. So I have it on dark mode. She's a little old granny. So yeah, this is this first book is read, so I have 13 more books to go, and I'm not going to start on Bridal Dress Disaster right away. I'm going to actually do the other book. So it's called Anything for a Mystery. Anyways, so the first book in the series takes place during a wedding, and it's this guy called Abe Mortimer. He is, he's the new father-in-law for this kid called Billy, and his daughter. I cannot pronounce her name. She's named after a flower because of the C. It's like it's this long. Anyways, Billy is known as a practical joker, and he's also known for a couple other things, but that's kind of private between Abe and Billy. And so Billy decides to pull a practical joke on his new father-in-law by basically, or take it back, I don't really think it was a practical joke because what was in that slice of cake was something Billy would not have done. It actually it's proven that he has, the only thing that he was guilty of is doing something stupid. But I actually think it might have been in the entire cake. But anyways, so he decides to give his father-in-law the first slice as a thank you for, all that he's done for him. And Abe has a reaction to the cake. Well, this is like a spongy cake and stuff. And of course, he's trying to swallow this down, and he's having a very difficult time doing it. So this waiter comes with some wine to give it to him, and he immediately has a reaction to, at first we think it's the cake. We later on find out it wasn't the cake at all. The cake was the beginning, the wine was supposed to finish him off. So anyways, of course, Molly, who is this head of this bridal business, immediately suspects that there is something really fishy about the whole thing. And her best friend Dora, and I will say this, she likes to comment about her age, basically this car is not made for, old ladies. It was hilarious. She is such a sweetie. Oh, I love her to death. And she's, her and Dora decide to go to sorry. Oh, I hate doing that. So decides that they're going to try to figure out who wanted Abe dead. And here's the thing, Abe is not dead. He's just in a coma. And this is something, I'm going to stop right here and say this. This is something you don't see in cozy mysteries. Most of the time, or all the time, the person is dead. Even the book I'm writing, Murder Thy Neighbor, the guy's dead. Well, the guy is very dead. Um, the next one will probably take a leaf out of this book and not have a dead body. Anyways, so while Abe is in a coma fighting for his life, and I'm pretty sure they pumped his stomach, um, you know, Molly and Dora are busy trying to figure out who wanted Abe possibly dead, because there could be a chance that Abe could actually die in this book. And she discovers a web of secrets going all the way back to when Abe was much younger and possibly much thinner. And Abe wasn't the innocent guy that he is now. When he was younger, he made some mistakes. And I think that his fortune might be based on some stolen gems. Like, he stole gems and then he sold them. That's how he got his money. Anyways, so, like I said, Molly and Dora are trying to do this, trying to figure out. And there are a lot of little pieces in the chessboard when it comes to how many people really wanted Abe dead. And so, yeah, so we have this, like, progression of events. And just like Hercule Poirot, she gathers all the people that she believes had a hand in Abe's residency at the local hospital, including Billy. And though she knows Billy didn't do it, she just kind of wants to include him. I don't know, maybe so he doesn't feel left out. I don't know. This kid, he literally is freaking out like, I didn't do it, I didn't do it. This kid goes through like the 5 stages of grief in like one go. And then we have one of the suspects in his like residency at the local hospital is the cake maker. This man is so in love with cakes. This man is, they should marry. They should marry. Seriously, him and his cake. They should marry. Well, here's the thing about this poor cake guy. He has been sampling way too much of his food that he has to get all his teeth knocked out. It was like, I'm going to have to. And yeah. So it turns out to be, I believe, like, it's like 3 people involved. And yeah, it was weird. Thankfully, Billy can rest easy now. He's not going to prison. But Abe does in fact manage to survive, and found out that okay, so Abe goes to the dentist. You know, something I have to do before long. Anyways, he goes to the dentist, and one of the things that he did years ago, because you have to do this, is to let his dentist know he's allergic to aspirin. And of course, the dentist has his file on record because he's a dentist, he has access to that. Well, it was the aspirin that sent him to the hospital. So Mr. Little Dentist discovered that Abe was about ready to tell the police all the names of all the people that he did his little dirty dealings with, and they decided it's like, we're going to kill him, and everything. And yeah, it doesn't turn out the way that they expected. Anyways, absolutely loved this book. I thought this book was really well written, and I will say this is, I'll be very clear, this is why I will continue to say, this is why I prefer the Kindle over the Kobo. The Kindle, they have access to more of this type of stuff that I like to read. Kobo, I don't really think they don't really have access to, like, a lot of indie authors. And some of the indie books that I've seen are like, no, absolutely not. Anyways, so that is my video for today. As I said, I will start on the bridal dress disaster probably maybe Sunday, depends. But yeah, so I had to change my back a bit. I did kind of bedazzle the back of it, but I will say I am not a fan of my pop socket. I really don't. I'm really like, yes, it's great to hold, but then after a while, my hands start like, they're like on fire, and just, no. Okay, so that is my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.